Hi, everyone. My name is Dea Laco, and I am the team leader for this project. First, I would like to introduce my team members, Sarah, Kiran Kumar, and Lakshamar. Together, we worked as a team to analyze and understand this case study. Today, we will be presenting our analysis of the Gordie Howe International Bridge project, which is a major international infrastructure development connecting Detroit in the US and Windsor in Canada. This project plays an important role in improving transportation, supporting international trade, and promoting economic growth between the two countries. In this presentation, we will discuss the project initiation and planning phase, the execution and monitoring phase, and finally, evaluate whether the project can be considered successful based on project management principles. Now we'll talk about the project initiation and planning phase. The main objective of the Gordie Howe International Bridge project is to improve the cross-border transportation between the US and Canada while supporting international trade and long-term economic development. So every day of truck and vehicles move between these two countries, and the existing infrastructure has struggled to handle and growing the demand. So this project aims to reduce congestion and improve the efficiency of the trade routes. The estimated budget for this project is around $5.7 billion, which makes it one of the largest infrastructure investments in the region. The scope of this project includes three major components. So the first one would be construction of a 6-lane international bridge that crosses the Detroit River. Second one would be development of the modern border inspection plazas in both the US and the Canada. And the third one would be the project. The third one would be the project that highway connection that directly links the bridge Interstate 75 in the US and Highway 401 in Canada. So together, all these elements were carefully very planned to support the future transportation needs and strengthen the economic connectivity between two countries. The next part will be handled by my teammate, Sarah.
Thank you, Dea. Next, we considered the key stakeholders involved in this project. Large infrastructure projects like this involve many stakeholders with different responsibilities and interests. The main stakeholders include the Government of Canada, the United States federal government, the Michigan state government, and the Winston Detroit Bridge Authority, which manages the project. Each of these stakeholders plays an important role in decision making, funding, and project oversight. However, during the planning stage, the project also faced several initial risks. One of the biggest challenges was political opposition. Since different political groups and administration had different opinions about the project, about challenging was obtaining environmental approvals because the project had to meet strict environmental regulations from both countries. In addition, construction delays were a potential risk because the project required complex coordination across international borders. Finally, the funding challenges were also a concern since the project involved multiple governments and long-term financial commitments. So the next, Kiran will discuss the next slide. Over to you, Kiran.
So execution, monitoring, and controlling. Once the project moved into
Next slide,
yeah, into the execution phase. So the focus shifted towards managing risk and ensuring the project stayed on the schedule and within the budget. One major risk was construction delays caused by factors such as weather conditions, supply chain disruptions, or labor shortages. Another risk was budget overruns, which are common in large infrastructure projects and takes many years to complete. So political challenges also continue during the project because leadership and policies can be changed over time in both countries. Environmental compliance. To address this risk, the project leadership implemented several management strategies. Governments from both countries created joint oversight committees. The project team also conducted regular milestone reviews and closely monitor construction schedules to track the progress. Additional financial oversight systems were established to ensure the project budget was carefully managed throughout the project life cycle. And another key factor in the success of the project was the communication. Since this project involves multiple governances, contracts, and communities, clear communication was extremely important. The project team established a structural communications plan to keep everyone informed and aligned. For example, the project team held weekly internal meetings to track daily progress and address many updates. Monthly updates were provided to the government stakeholders to review the milestones. Project timelines were shared with communities and to public maintain transparency and to build the trust. Whenever new risk of unexpected issues were identified, risk report were issued so that stakeholders could respond quickly. The structured communication strategy helped to ensure coordination between all stakeholders and kept the project moving forward effectively. So from here, my colleague Lakshman will take over.
The project demonstrated that strong collaboration between the two national governments working together complete the complexity and the infrastructure project. However, the project also faced challenges along the way. There were political resistance during the early stage of planning, as well as the pressure related to the manage the project budget and the schedule. Despite the challenges, the project continues to economic benefits based on our analysis. Believe the growth an international bridge project can be considered successfully because it improves the transportation infrastructure and strengthens international trade and demonstrates the effective project management practice. And the support of our analysis, we used information and several reliable sources, including official project details from the government and the Canada through the Road Bridge Authority, which provide the update technical information about the project, which is referred to the Michigan Department of Transportation of information related to regional of the management of impact and the understanding the best practice of managing complex project and applying the project management principle in the case study. And thank you for listening of your presentation on the Grow of International Bridge Project. As a team, we found the project is to be great example how project management principle, such as planning and stakeholder management, risk management, and the communication play a critical role in the success of large infrastructure interactive. At this time, we could happy to answer the question you may have.